Okay, so I got the IRP V3 quick shifter. And there wasn't really any good YouTube videos on how to install it. So that's what this video is going to be. I'm just going to try to be as straight to the point as I can get. First step, I believe, is jack the car up, because you're going to need to get underneath the jack. I saw a couple videos where people had to do some trimming in the transmission brace. You'll see that later. Hopefully we do not have to do that, but we're about to find out. Okay, after jacking the car up, I'm gonna go ahead and yo, chill. I'm gonna go ahead and take off this. Can't show you all that too much. Okay, didn't want anyone to get too excited. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug some of this stuff, because I believe this whole center console is about to come out. Hey, okay. So I believe you could just grab this, pop it up. Let me do this with two hands. So actually, you basically don't just grab this. You basically grab the whole assembly, and you can just basically grab the assembly and pop it out this way. It should start coming up out of here. Be careful. Take off however many sensors you have. I just have one. Looks like something was going on here. Not sure what's up with that, but I'm just going to take off this sensor. I'm going to start out by removing both of these Phillips heads. I just stuck a Phillips head right up under here to pop this up. I'm going to take out these four. Coming around to the back, pull this off, undo this sensor. Okay, I think that might be it. My whole assembly is moving, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to take this out. I'll let y'all know. Well, I'm gonna unplug this first. Just grab in here and pop this up. I'm gonna take this out just to give me a little bit more wiggle room. Okay, so there's a couple of sensors under here, but honestly, I got all the room I need to work with this. Jeez, I did not put that back together well last time. But I got enough room right here to work with what I need to work with, so not gonna move this stuff too much. Okay, so take out these 4 bolts, lift this up. Take off this black cover. You can kind of just grab it and pick it up. Okay, after you take off that black thing, you can just take out these 3 bolts, 10 millimeters. Okay, just grab this, pull this up. Okay, now underneath the car, we got to take out this bolt. I believe it's a 14 millimeter. Okay, so that bolt ended up being a 12 millimeter, not a 14 millimeter. This thing has a spring in here where the shifter sits in the spring. So you just take that out, take the spring out. Now you're left with this. Okay, so this is my quick shifter. I believe these 4 longer bolts go into the 4 corners. Sorry for the quality. And these 4 bolts that have the little seating are going to go into these little seating spots, I would assume. And I believe that actually, okay, so I was noticing that these threads, sorry, why does it keep doing that? These threads here, the bolts thread into that, not from the top. So this is going to be the top and this is going to be the bottom. So I'm going to install this onto this first and then attempt to install it into the car. I'm going to cut off the zip tie and then run that bolt presumably through the zip tie, or through that hole, and keep those washers. Okay, so I connected the shifter to these with these 4 bolts from that little IRP back thing, and now I just took off this plate that was on the center, and I'm going to put this black thing there and then place the plate over the black thing and put the 4 bolts in. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so I slipped this black thing right up underneath there, that little gap, and then put the 4 bolts back in. Now it's looking like this. I'm gonna cut the zip tie and attempt to put it in. I might need to do a little bit of, when you press the button, I got the red button up here. When you press the button, it presses this in. You might need to do a little bit of trimming in there, but I'll go figure that out. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm working with now. I've just been drilling away at it and doing a bunch of stuff using files and Dremel. Okay, so changing plans actually. Instead of doing what I did and wasting a whole day on drilling out this, I realized that nothing is going to be attached to this cross member brace anymore, so we might as well just remove the whole thing. I went underneath the car and loosened up that black transmission cross member. Those two, there's 4 14mm bolts. This thing, I have a jack just supporting it a little bit. Take out those 4 14mm bolts, drop that down. Right now I'm going to see if I can access that bolt right there and that bolt over there, those 2 top bolts. I could show you a little bit better, 1 second. Okay, so next step, remove your transmission. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I have a transmission here outside of the car. Just going to show you. There's these 2 12mm bolts up top near the shifter, as well as 2 more 12mm bolts on each side. So these 4 bolts, remove, boom, 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 and then I believe this whole cross member brace should come out. You don't actually even need the brace because you already have your shifter linkage thing, and it's everything here. All the bolts are already disconnected from the shifter, so you really don't need this. I was just trimming to erase space from this, but if nothing's going to touch it, there's no point in even having it there. So yeah, more weight reduction. Line it up, 4 holes, best it'll do. Drop these in, and then you go down to the bottom and connect the shifter linkage, and then test out if it wants to go through all the gears.